Hello everyone, my name is UltimoFive and today we are going over the Ignis Wraith, the Heat Wave. The Ignis Wraith is the Wraith variant of the Ignis and is obtained by either buying the weapon from Baron Ketir when he has it in stock or from an event. Requires a mastery rank of 9, comes with no polarity slots other than a V Exilis polarity slot, and because of this the builds for this weapon require 6 Forma, and it excels in short to medium range combat and deals with fairly high leveled enemies rather quickly depending on the faction in small to large crowds. The Ignis Wraith has a lot of buffs when compared to the original Ignis in different areas. These stats would be higher base damage, higher critical chance, higher critical multiplier, higher status chance, larger magazine capacity, larger max ammo capacity, and a longer reach. Advantages for the weapon would be that it has good critical chance, a high critical multiplier, high status chance, pinpoint accuracy, an innate infinite punch through against enemies, and it consumes 0.5 ammo per tick of damage. Disadvantages, however, would be that it has innate heat damage with no physical damage types. The elements for the Ignis Wraith against the Corpus would be Viral and Radiation. Viral amplifies health damage by 100% for 6 seconds and stacks up to 10 times for a total of 325%. Meanwhile, Radiation causes enemies to attack each other while dealing 100% additional damage to the allied for 12 seconds. This effect can stack up to 10 times up to 550%. The build's flex slot is high voltage and makes the build perform very well in high levels. The only issue this weapon would face are the enemies in the index really, due to their multiple defenses. Other than that, this weapon is a blast to use against a Corpus and melts through them like butter. The elements for the Ignis Wraith against a corrupting Grineer will be Viral and Heat. Heat deals 50% base damage per second over 6 seconds while stripping up to 50% armor and causes targets to panic. The build's flex slot is Hammer Shot and works very well surprisingly. When I first was testing builds I thought this weapon would 100% need Hunter munitions, but lo and behold, it can hold its DPS very well. Although either mod really works, I just like Hammer Shot more personally. The element for the Ignis Wraith against the Infested would be Gas. Gas deals 50% base damage per second for 6 seconds in a 3 meter radius and stacks up to 10 times to a total of 6 meters. The build's flex slot is Bladed Rounds, and again, gas pops up. This is turning into something a bit normal in my builds, but spraying literal gas is so much fun and it just eats up the Infested like they're nothing. Vigilante supplies, in place of agile aim if you want ammo conversion. However, this will end up costing 2 more Forma in order to equip and is completely optional. Vile acceleration, in place of any of the flex slots for the builds. The reason this isn't implemented into any of my builds is because it increases burst DPS, but it takes a toll on ammo and eats through it very quickly on higher levels. Hammer Shot, in place of high voltage in the Corpus build if you want Viral Heat instead of Viral Radiation, which stays up to par, but after several tests Viral and Radiation prove to be better. Hunter Munitions, in place of Hammer Shot in the Corrupting Grineer build if you want more slash procs instead of having increased critical damage and status chance. This is optional as they both do the same amount of work. There are several ways to enhance critical chance and damage for this weapon. For instance, for damage, Rhino's Roar, Nova's Molecular Prime, which makes all sources of damage increase by 100% against primed enemies, Saren's Toxic Lash mixed with her Spores abilities, Mirage's Eclipse mixed with her Hall of Mirrors adds a massive damage bonus during the day or in light, and Wisp's Haste Reservoir, which bolsters fire rate, in turn increasing DPS. For critical chance, Harrow's Covenant can add up to 50% critical chance and 200% on headshots. The Adarza Kavat with Cat's Eye can give a 60% critical chance boost, and Smita Kavat with Charm can give a 200% crit chance. Arcane Acceleration. Upon critical hit, 30% chance for 90% fire rate to primary weapons for 9 seconds. Arcane Rage. Upon getting headshot, 15% chance for 180% damage of primary weapons for 24 seconds. Arcane Avenger. Upon being damaged, 21% chance for 45% critical chance for 12 seconds. And Arcane Primary Charger. Upon melee kill, 30% chance for 300% damage of primary weapons for 12 seconds. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more guides on Warframe, please click the like and sub buttons to let me know. And as per usual, I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.